very clear about what you were doing. You have real clarity in what you're trying to implement, and you don't care what anyone says. Did we see on the pitch tonight what you were talking about 6 months ago?
Well, I wouldn't just talk about today on the pitch. I think going forward in the future, we want to obviously improve. I think it was a very good performance today. I think the players were really, really excellent overall, and it just shows you their technical quality, and confidence can be important, and belief can be important, and so we're evolving as a team, and we still have a long way, a lot of improving to do. But today was really good. The week has been excellent, of course, because everyone was under a lot of pressure going into last week, and the attitude of the players never anything but first class. So their application to training, their application to the meetings, just the culture within the team, very, very impressive. The players deserve credit for that, and they put in a terrific performance today and scored some good goals.
Just a word on Jeff Hendrick's performance. Excellent again tonight. What do you attribute his return to form?
Well, it really is dramatic. I don't mean that, but Jeff, went through a period when when things weren't really happening for him, and so well, but he has he was absolutely outstanding tonight. Complete all-round performance in every facet of play. His energy around the park, his vision and his first touch, and his understanding of his role within the team, and definitely this sort of the space, playing with only two in midfield and this with the three wide players, that gives him a lot of really suits him that position, and he's really just been, that's one of the best games I've ever seen him play, to be honest, and I think I thought he was really, really, really exceptional tonight.
Dan?
Stephen, can I just ask you about your front three tonight and what you were asking of them? And Callum seemed to be able to roam around quite a bit, and Jamie's intelligence and movement. What was the brief for the three of them, and how did you see it working as a combination?
Yeah, I just think we backed players who were in form. I suppose Chidozie and Jamie didn't start on Saturday, but when they come on, they improved the team on Saturday, and they, it was a start for Chidozie. Jamie is, shown that he can adapt to the international team quite well, and has tremendous work ethic. He covered, and real high technical level. So Callum, you're right. Callum hasn't always played as number 9. He plays 7 or 11. But he has played for West Brom centre forward this year on occasions, and he did to score 5 goals in 2 games is just terrific.
Nathan?
Stephen, can I just ask about Shane Duffy and maybe the transformation, or if you've seen a transformation in him over the last 6 months in terms of confidence, and also just his pure footballing ability that he seems to have with the confidence he's playing with now?
Yeah, he's great qualities as a man, great qualities as a human being, and he's certainly having a good time at Brighton, and he's again, he articulated himself his own sort of tough journey, and so it's a sort of renaissance for him, and he's a You know, he's a very, very important part of the group overall, and it's good to see him playing so well. And his passing was extremely accurate tonight, which was very important.
Does any part of you wonder what it might have been when it comes to Callum Robinson, when you look at his performances over the last 2 games, the goals, and the amount of games he's missed over the last year, the sort of impact he could have had if he was around for all those games?
Yeah, I know. I spoke to him at length about that, you know, some months ago, you know, a long time ago, that I felt that he could be our talisman, you know, in terms of our most creative force, but that doesn't mean I was always going to play him as a number 9, you know. Probably thought, to be honest, at times his best position is as off the left. Callum can play as the right-sided in a front three or left-sided player or centre forward. I would often have thought that his you know, that playing off the left would be his most effective position, with a really quick centre forward that, you know, he can play off with players who's a target, but also has creative passes coming in on his right foot. And when he played there for Preston initially, got a high ratio goals from the left in a 4-2-3-1 system. So he's had a sort of strange period because he went to Sheffield United. It was in a different spell really, and but he went to West Brom then, and he has been an important player for them, you know, and this year, and it's great to see, because when he comes in like that and shows the level of intelligence and sharpness and his willingness to create and score goals, can be big. You know, he can be an important player for us over the next few years.
From this point on, there's just one question each, and we'll try and get around the 4, which I've already requested. Ed, if you can.
Stephen, just tonight you had a chance to give Liam Scales, Will Keane the debuts, but neither player made the squad. Does that show you, I suppose, that the competition is there now to even get onto the bench in the squad, and a year into the job now, does it give you, do you really have a sense of your squad and the pecking order, I suppose, of the squad, and in that sense?
Well, the pecking order can vary because based on form at your club, because and how you do, because you couldn't have said that Jamie McGrath and Chidozie Ogbene would be first choice all the time, you know, but they've done that because consistently they play well for their clubs, and when they come in, they're match fit, and then they've impressed in training, and then impressed when they come on as substitutes. So Will Keane had a tight grind, missed 1.5, sort of missed 2 sessions really, so it interrupted his training week, so he never really got to show what he had, you know, kind of way this week in training. But he's actually a very good player, and very good. I think Liam is just emerging, you know, in terms of did really well at Shamrock Rovers, brilliant season, and his versatility, so he'll be looking to try and get into the Celtic team, and but you're right, Jason Lumby and Alan Brown were not, you know, weren't part of this squad. This and Seamus Coleman and Ferret O'Shea, for example, were not involved in the squad, and they've been in recent squads, so there is that element of competition for sure.
Damien?
Stephen, just going back to Callum Robinson, do you think the events of the last 4 days will give him the confidence to believe that he can be a serial goal scorer at this level?
Well, I just hope he knows how important he is to us, and realises, that he can be a really significant player for us. And, he is a really, he's very good in the group. He's really bubbly character, but a lot of decency, a lot of good, there's a lot of good points, as a person, and I think, but as a player, he has more to give, he has more to give, and I think he's obviously missed so much, which has been difficult. So to get them 5 goals now can give him real belief, you feel, over the next while, I hope.
Paul O'Hare?
Stephen, sorry, you said in your TV interview we have to keep our feet on the ground. What are you cautioning about there going into next month?
No, I wasn't really. I was just. Did I say that on feet on the ground? But I just meant, I didn't want to be too over the top and effusive and praise. But just, I think that was it really. That was it. I think we know that we've got we expected a real tough game tonight. We didn't anticipate winning 4-0, thinking that we were going to win 4-0. We anticipated a really tough game because they've had some. I know they lost the other night to Portugal, but they've had some good results, and obviously you've been in the Copa America in a group with Argentina and well against them and that previously, and then when we played them in the summer or in the previous time in March. Very athletic team, and we thought we'd get a real tough game tonight. So the fact that we dominated in the manner that we did, every player's technical quality was really high standard. Really high standard, and it does show that the players are well capable of it. I know we can't have players who play from the back. Our players aren't good enough to play from the back, and we don't have the players. And sometimes when you make mistakes and you get punished, that can be thrown at the players. But the players are all good footballers, and confidence is important. And winning matches can be important as well, because that breeds some confidence. But they are all good footballers. They're all well capable of passing the ball accurately, and they showed that tonight. And hopefully, that can. Help them in the future, hopefully.
We'll end with Philip.
Stephen, you said earlier you have a lot of improvement in this team. How much improvement is there, and how far can this team go?
Well, in all seriousness, when we started marking out sort of medium, long-term strategy for the team, I knew that one of the things that we're looking at doing, and we knew that the team would start to take shape in the Nations League in June with 4 matches, and our ambition is to win the group, in the Nations League, because that gives you a Euro playoff. Our ambition is to win the group in the Nations League. We'll be taking the Nations League extremely seriously and prioritising it, and it'll be determination to win the group, because that gives you a Euro playoff, and regardless of how you do in the European qualification. So that will be significantly what we'll be looking to do going forward. And myself and Keith have sat down about that a long time ago and discussed all of that, and certainly that's the way we'll be.
You've seen the teams we can play, and you have an idea. Yeah, I have. You reckon those teams are beatable?
Yeah, I reckon that if we apply ourselves and continue to improve, and players get more exposure, more international football, and we improve again, we give ourselves every chance, and if we make it a priority, we can strive to do that. We can strive to do that. That's what we want to do. That's the ambition anyway. That's what I would have wanted to, you know, I felt that was realistic for us to want to do that.
Okay, guys, we've got Junior.